Hey guys, it's Christina, the Blonde Sage on Instagram. I'm teaming up with the Hartford Bride because we chatted and we thought that since there are so many brides that have been forced to either postpone their weddings or they're actually still carrying on with their weddings in a social distancing way, something private and something more personal to still celebrate their day, which is really awesome. Really awesome. I think it really celebrates the true meaning of, being with your husband or wife during this time. I think it shows the best part of being in love with somebody and starting a new journey. And I think if you can start a new successful journey in the worst time we've seen, I think you guys are going to be great. And congratulations. I think it's really amazing. So, we talked about a little bit of advice that we can give in the wedding business. I've been a wedding stylist for 10 years. I started with a bridal on the go business that I worked for and continued to freelance and then built a bridal business in my former salon, which now I actually own my own business. So I have a lot of bridal experience. I've done a lot of weddings in the tri-state area. So many brides and so many amazing brides that I can still call clients and friends today. So I get to always relive their anniversaries and journeys with them, and it's the best feeling to be a part of it. Um, so I thought I would come up with some at home advice for any of these social distancing brides out there. I know some people styling isn't their best trait. That's why a stylist exists. I'm sure it's pretty intense to not have your glam team in a time of need. Every bride needs that on their day. So we thought we would come up with a way to kind of treat yourself and be able to style yourself or do the best you can. At the end of the day, it's all about why you're getting married. It's all about why you're celebrating with that person and starting that journey. As a former bride myself. And I've been around enough brides to know, you really just want to be present. You want your hair and makeup to look amazing. You want to feel special and you want to feel beautiful on your day. But it is all about that moment that you say, I do, because you're starting a journey with somebody. And that person is going to be, your partner and your right hand for the rest of your life through whatever journeys you have after this. So I thought I would give my tips and advice on how to DIY your own hair for your wedding, whether you're Zooming or you're having a Zoom celebration with somebody, or you just really want to look your absolute best when you say I do to the person you love the most. It doesn't have to be super complicated. I always tell brides you want to be comfortable that day. You want to be comfortable always. You want to have a more glamorous and enhanced version of yourself. You don't want to go and reach for something that's so overdone that you don't feel or look like who you are, because I think it can be kind of jarring. I've done tons and tons and tons of trials for people, and I think they feel most uncomfortable when they're looking for styles that just aren't them. That's why I say it's always best to be a more enhanced version of yourself, something a little bit more elegant, something a little bit more timeless than you're used to, whether you do your hair and makeup on the regular or you don't. It's really about looking your best to feel your best so that you radiate that. And that's always what's captured in the photos and captured by the people around you. And in this case, your significant other, and whatever photos or, Zoom partying, people are going to notice the spark that's coming from you because it's your day. So you want to reflect that in the best way you can. And like I said, you don't have to make it super complicated because a lot of people aren't used to styling. Or maybe you're used to styling and you want something different. There's certain things you need, products, styling tools, stuff like that. You can use what you have. If you want to splurge and get something, that's fine too. You can look all of this up on YouTube. If you're proficient with styling and curling, or you use a wand, or use a flat iron or something like that, that's how you start your base. You want to curl your hair, create a wave, create some type of curl, and you can go many different places from that. You can get any of these styling products or tools nowadays from Amazon or Ulta. Sephora has a great shipping option right now, and everything ships for free on a lot of these sites if you have some time. You want to get some really good styling products. You could use, hairspray if you are a bride with curly hair. Maybe you don't want to curl and wave it. You want to use your natural curl and put it up or pin it up or use hair accessories, which I'll go over that in a couple minutes. You can use a really nice mask prior. Don't forget to treat yourself. Like you're a bride, treat yourself. You have all the time now. Don't be afraid to splurge on yourself or treat yourself because this is still your day. Whether you have a celebration when this is all over or you have a celebration in front of a computer screen, like treat yourself. You won't ever have this time back and you want to make the best out of it that you can. So get those masks. Get a really nice serum so that your hair is nice and silky and smooth. You can use different hairsprays to keep your style, depending on how long you want to keep your style. A nice texturizing spray can give you that fullness that you see in a lot of wedding styles, especially those Carrie Underwood do's, because those are the most popular. Carrie Underwood and Kristen Cavallari, I feel like I get a lot of those updos. So any of those products, if you have a stylist, reach out to your stylist because they're at home thinking about their clients, loving their clients at home, social distancing, not talking to anybody. Reach out to your stylist. They can get their hands on professional products for you. If you had a bridal stylist or team, maybe it's not your everyday stylist, reach out to them. Reach out and say, you know what, I've got to do my hair on my own. Are there any products you recommend? How would I use them? I know for me personally, my hashtag is the Blonde Sage. My mention is at the Blonde Sage. Message me. I have no problem doing a Zoom consultation. I will show you ins and outs, whether it takes a half hour, an hour. We will make sure that your hair is the best it can be for your big day because that's what you deserve. And I say that to any bride that's out there during this time. My heart goes out to you. And that goes from styling or products. Reach out to your stylist because a lot of them are in salons. They have products on shelves just sitting there waiting to be loved and used. So reach out to them and get those products. I can write in my Instagram story a lot of really good styling products that would work. And I'm sure when this goes live that there will be a list of other options for you too. But you want to have some good tools and you want to have some good products if you want it to stay. Now, I know I have a lot of clients, styling is not their thing. Every single time they come in, I can never curl my hair like you, I can never make it look like how you do it, and I can never make my hair look like yours. Well, that is why we go to school and we become professionals, so that we can be the best at it. And it's very flattering when people say that, but it is a lot simpler. If you curled and styled hair the way most of us stylists do, you would be professional too. We do it so much, we do it with our eyes closed. A lot of us are just like begging and praying for the day we can do it again. So, don't be afraid just because you're not proficient in it that you're not going to be good at it. It's okay. You can fake it. Get some curls. Even if you have some messy waves from an overnight bun or something, start from there. You can pin something back. You can do a ponytail, even just a classic ponytail. The best part about a lot of these bridal updos and what the biggest trend I've seen in the last couple years is very simple, very romantic, very breathy curls, very loose waves and curls, updos that look like they're barely there. Everybody is dressing up with accessories. That, I think, is one of the best things that you could use during this time. Some really good accessories, which are, you can get them on any of your favorite bridal sites. I went through Beholden for my dress and some of my accessories, and I've gifted accessories from there. Love, love, love them. And a lot of trials that I recommend for people or things that I have on hand, I find on Amazon or Etsy. Etsy is amazing. You can get a very gorgeous hair vine and dress up your hair. A lot of little clips and barrettes that if you can get it up and dress it up with an accessory, that can go a very long way. And that's something that is one of those things that you can actually have from your wedding day. That could possibly be somebody else's something borrowed one day. And then you can explain to somebody it was a quarantine and you got married and it was an amazing day and you have these beautiful little pieces of hair jewelry that you have that's something nice as well. So you don't want to overthink it. It is such an important, glam is such an important part of the wedding day and the wedding industry, and it's so important, and so many people look forward to being pampered that way on their day. And my heart goes out to people that don't get to feel that, because that is just, part of that romantic fairy tale part to me, is getting the hair and getting the makeup done. But you don't have to be a professional to try to give it to yourself. Even if you have the mask, the hair mask, the face mask, splurging on makeup that you wouldn't have spent on before. And like I said, there's plenty of makeup artists like myself. There's plenty of people out there that, we're just sitting here waiting for clients to love us again. We have no problem. I have my nice Clorox wipes in the background. There's plenty of us waiting to interact with clients. And I would love, if anybody was watching this and they reached out and they had any questions, give your love to your stylist, whatever stylist you have. If you have a bridal consultant stylist, you have an everyday stylist, reach out to them. They have the products, they have the advice, they're still at your disposal, and they still will want to make the best out of your day. So you want to get those hair products, whatever works for your hair. And don't be afraid to shoot some hair inspiration out there. I would be more than happy if you sat an updo or, wanted to set up a consultation and said, hey, how do I do this? Or what's the best way to achieve this look? It's really hard to give specific tips because I could go on for hours and hours and hours about the best updo, the best half updo. You want to wear it down. A lot of brides can get away with wearing it down now because they're not facing the elements of outside or facing the elements of, having a 9-12 hour day of having to keep that hair and makeup. Whatever you want to do, whatever is going to make you feel your most glamorous and your most romantic and your most special self on that day, do it. Like I said, if it's something that's preparation before, do you want to splurge, or do you want to get some really pretty pieces that you wouldn't have necessarily put in your hair that gives you that extra glamorous look if maybe styling isn't your thing? But reach out to stylists. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Look on YouTube. It's very simple to get started, and you have the time. If you have the time, practice. Get that curling iron. Conquer that curl. Conquer that wand. It'll be the most amazing feeling to be out of this and know that you can style your hair like a pro, all because you were inspired for your wedding day. So if you have any questions, reach out to me, Christina, owner of Sage Salon. I'm at the Blonde Sage on Instagram, or reach out to the Hartford Bride because they are doing everything they can to make brides feel special on their special day, always, not just during the quarantine. And we hope you have a safe and beautiful, an amazing journey and a lovely wedding. Love you guys.